Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Changed since these two met in Super Bowl 34, and off we go between the Rams and Titans. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be taken across midfield. Wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. But instead, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running route.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 26 yards for Kyron Williams. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the tackle going to be made at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Levis out of the shotgun now. This one caught by Ridley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Levis. Drops this underneath for Pollard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Levis to throw it. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And Levis going back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And it's a Titans touchdown. Okonkwo, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good here in quarter number 2. So that drive in total 8 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. But the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On first down at Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be off the mark. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st down, Stafford here. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, that'll be caught by Cup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. We saw a fine performance in that first half from the running back, Kyron Williams. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Off the play fake, Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Levis looking to throw. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Taken down at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, Pollard again. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This now a 3rd and 4. Levis back to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take Davis. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know As a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, that's into double coverage. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Levis sets up to throw here. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's 3rd down at 5. They'll set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. That is caught. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Levis. He completes it to Rick. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Levis. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He takes it a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts them out in front here in the final minute of the contest. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now Stafford and the Rams down 14-10, 37 seconds to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford. And oh, that would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Stafford now to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now Stafford. And it's incomplete. Connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. This ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward. He'll signal for a timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Levis takes a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.